In this video we will explore file permissions. We'll see how we can check the permissions of existing file or directory. We'll see how we can change the permissions of a file. We'll see how we can change the owner or modify the group which is having a permission on a given file. So we'll explore all this. So currently I'm on this terminal and I'm in grep directory, and if we list all the files which are there in this directory, here we have these four files here in this directory, and this output is quite interesting. Like, we need to check what is this. So this first character here represents, it tells us this whether it is file or directory. So whenever we see this hyphen, that means this is type file, and whenever we see D, that is nothing but directory, right? This is the first character represents to. And from here to here, this describes the permissions of uh, the file. Okay, uh, we'll see like these are the permissions, but we'll see like who has these permissions. Okay, these are the permissions, and this represents that the number of links this file has to other entities or files. Currently it has to itself, and this represents to the owner of the file. Okay, owner of this file, and this represent to the group. Okay, and this is the size of the file, and this is the date when it was last modified, and this is a time when it was modified, and this is a file name. So this is the complete description of what we are seeing here, right? Now in this file permissions like session, we need to more focus on this part and these two parts. Okay, we'll see like what is rw hyphen, like, right? This is one part, and this is second part, and this is third part, right? So now I'll take you to this word file here. So here we have this a file which represents with hyphen, and we have these rwx, rwx, r hyphen x. So this first, these three characters together represent the permission of a user. For example, in our case, this Omkar is the owner here, and his permissions are defined by these three characters. Here R means read, W means write, X means execute. Okay, so that means this Omkar owner has read, write, and he does not have hyphen means no permissions. Hyphen means so this user or Omkar owner does not have execute permission. Okay, so this we call it as symbolic way of assigning permissions. So we are using these symbols, right, to uh, describe the permission or define the permission of a file on a file, right? So these first three character combined represent the permission of a owner, and the next three combined uh, charac characters represent the permission of the group, and these last three represent the permission of others, like other users. Now when it comes to here in this example, we have this Omkar as owner, which who has read write and read write permission, and this group also has read write permission. Okay, because hyphen there is no execute permission given. Execute is something like, let's say if we have some binaries, they can just list that binary in that directory, and they can execute that directory and that binary, right? And in here in this final part here, for others we have only read permissions. They cannot create or modify this file. Okay, other than the user, like Omkar, are the users who are part of Omkar group. Okay, now that is what this represent to. This bit R means read, W means write, X means execute. So first three part together represent to owner, second part represent to group, third part represent to others. Right? Now this is a symbolic representation. Right? We also have octal value assigned to these symbols. So for R we have 4, for W we have 2, for X we have 1. Okay, so if we scroll on a little bit here, and if we see the permissions here, we are seeing RWX. R means 4, that means we assign 4 to this W2X1. So when we combine this, we are getting 7, right? So whenever we give, like, instead of writing RWX in the first place, if we write 7, that means we are giving read write access to the owner, not to the owner, but like we are giving all permissions, read write execute. So in here we gave read write, not execute, right? Hyphen means 0, that means 6. And here we have not given a read, we gave only write and execute, that means W means write 2 plus 1 3, right? So this is 5, we have not given write, so 4 plus 1 5, right? So this is the numeric method to assign the permissions. So now we'll see this practically, right? So here we have, so currently we have Omkar here. What we can do is we can change the permissions. For changing the permissions, we use chmod command, and the permissions which we want to give and the file name. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll just take one sample file, and we'll try to modify the permissions. So we'll say change mod, and we'll first use the symbolic way of assigning the permissions. Okay, so chmod in here, for now this Omkar owner, right, has only read write permissions, no execute, right? So what we'll do is we'll say change mod plus read for u means owner, right? We have seen here u is the owner, g is the group, o is the other, right? u for owner, we are saying we want to assign read, write, execute. Okay, and the file name is file1.txt. Now if I say ls-l, right, so for now initially this was the permission, no execute was assigned, but now we have assigned execute permission also, right? For now this is assigned to only the owner. Now if you want to assign the same to the group, then we need to say chmod g plus read, write, execute file1.txt. So if we say now, right, we gave permission to the owner, full permission, and full permission to the group also, but still our other users have only the read, right? Now if we want to change the permissions of all these uh, group, owner, group, and others at a time, we can do it using chmod. Let's say for user we want to remove, let's say this execute permission, we say x, that we want to remove. Hyphen plus means we want to add, this minus means we want to remove. And g for groups, if you want to again remove write permission, we just say -w. And for others, if we want to let's say give execute permission, then we say x for file1. So for owner we are removing this execute, for group we are removing write permissions, for others we are giving execute permission. Let's see, right? So this is how it worked. Now it has removed execute for owner, and it has removed write for the group level, and it gave permission at execute for the others, right? So this is the symbolic way of modifying the permissions, but now we'll see how we can do the same using the numeric. Numeric is a bit easy. So this here 777, when we say 7, that means we are combining the permissions of read, write, and execute. If you want to give all, then we need to add all, right? So that's how this works. Now let's say we'll say it's chmod, and let's say if I want to give read, write, execute access to owner, we'll say 7, right? We want to read 4, write 2, execute 1, 7. And here for group, if you want to give like read 4 and execute read 4, write 2, and no execute 6. And for others, if we just want to give read, that means 4. Okay. The file name, file here. So we gave all permissions to the owner, that is 7. We just gave read and write to the group, not the execute, that's why 6. And 4, yeah, so only read, that's why it is 4, right? That's a symbolic way of like sorry, numeric way of assigning the permissions. Now we'll see how we can change the owner. We'll say change OWN owner. um, Currently we have Omkar. We'll say Rob, right? Say test team as a group. We'll say sample. Okay, we'll say sudo. Now here it was Omkar was the owner, but now we changed it to Rob, and the group was Omkar, but we changed it to test team. Right? This is how we can change the owner of a file, owner and group at a time. Or if you just want to change the owner, then we can use uh, ch change owner. Let's say here we have Rob, but let's say if I want to make it to Robert Rock as the owner, and I'll say sample. I need to use sudo here, right? If I say we got the Robert Rock. If we just want to change the group, we can change using chgrp, this command. Change grp, right? Group name is Omkar. I'll say, right, sample.txt sudo, right? We change the group from test team to back to Omkar, right? So this is how we can manage the file permissions using symbolic way and numeric way, and we can change the owner of a file. We can change the group, right? So we have explored all these things in this video. So thank you for your time. See you in next video.